Hello everybody, welcome to the video of our latest camper van design. This van we intend to build in September this year, so it's not just a CAD demo, it is actually something we intend to build. This is my first ever design on SketchUp, so I do apologise for the CAD errors. Any good models you see, like the van itself, are actually downloaded from 3D Warehouse, so they're all accurately sized and realistic. I apologise, this is a right-handed offside door. Clearly I'm an English van, so just pretend the door's here and we'll all be hunky-dory. The van, as I say, is a medium wheelbase Ducato, which is L2H2 or MH2, and the same applies to a Boxer or Relay. Now, our van design is going to be unique and take on some features that we haven't seen with anybody else before. And by this, I mean we're going to have an L-shaped lounge in the front of the van as a permanent feature. Now, this does compromise and block off the cab, so the cab seats will not be captain chairs as part of the conversion. Now, this is contrary to what most people do, because if you use the cab you do get obviously the extra space, but without using the cab it means that the areas here, which would otherwise have to be floor space, can be used as furniture. Also, our priority is to sit next to each other with our feet up, drinking wine, sort of cuddled up, rather than sitting in captain's chairs. So for us, having a better designed, comfortable L-shaped sofa is better than having a compromised lounge and captain's chairs. Everyone's unique, so I don't expect everyone to agree with that. Now, it does mean to get in and out of the cab, you've either got to go outside or climb over. So with that in mind, the middle cushion will be removable and we'll be able to climb over the sofa without any problem. Again, it's a compromise, but small vans, they're about compromises. We'll have an insulated curtain between the cab and the back of the van, which will help with insulation and with stealth camping. With the sofa built, we can obviously adjust it, and there'll be a second option where we can have an L-shaped lounge. So an extra seat here if need be, and obviously when we make it up into a bed it'll take up the entire space. We're not going to be doing any pull-outs. I think we can do this with aluminium profile, so that's the plan. We'll make an aluminium framework that will clip on, so the bed should be makeable in under 60 seconds. The goal is to make the bed makeable quicker than it takes to boil the kettle, and we'll see what happens. The other thing we're doing differently to most people, in the L2H2 we're going to try and get a garage in, which will take bikes or snowboards, and again it's a compromise. So the garage, you can see, it's got to be a sort of staggered shape rather than flat, but this does mean we can get bikes in quite tightly without wasting too much space. So this is what the van sizing is all really based on. So 2 mountain bikes in the back, so we can now have those in all snowboards, but it does seem to fit. The garage will be waterproofed, so we can sort of rinse the bikes out as need be. In addition, in the back we're going to have a refillable gas system in a locker which isn't shown. The leisure batteries, there'll be 2 100 amp hour batteries and a diesel heater with its own fuel tank here. Now, we don't quite know where the exhaust comes out in respect to the spare tyres, so we'll have to see, but it should all fit even if you move it around. This is the toilet cassette that pokes out into the garage, so it'll be exiting via the garage rather than via the back wall. In addition, we'll have a dog shower connector here, so we can have an outdoor shower. The blue box is the back of the fridge, so in the small van the fridge will actually be poking through the wall, recessed into it. Now, it will be covered obviously. What this means is it won't be insulated from the garage, which should be better for cooling and getting rid of the heat. It's a compressor fridge, not gas, so there's no safety implications for that. The mains charger, there'll be a 20 amp Numax, there'll be a 30 amp Votronic battery to battery, and a 20 amp IPEVA solar controller up on the roof here. So the consumer unit and everything else should fit in the back. Inside we've got a SMEV 9722 double ring burner and sink, so it's a campervan size unit rather than motorhome, so it's quite shallow. And again, the worktop here is quite shallow, and the fridge underneath will be a Vitifrigo C60. But there should be plenty of worktop on the side and also the pop-up flap here. The bathroom will be a full wet room shower room, possibly lined with vinyl, possibly PVC to be decided, with a customised, custom built fiberglass tray. Hopefully, the loo will be a Thetford C223S, which will take water from the onboard tank. The onboard tank, again, most people sling these underneath, but we'll be having, we'll be using it over winter. And from experience, below -10, it can freeze even with the tank heater. So we'll keep that on board. The waste will be underneath with an electric dump valve. Don't quite know where yet, we'll work that out later. The hot water system will be a Truma 10G gas electric heating system. And in this gap here, we'll be putting the pump, accumulator, water filter and a compressed air inlet, so that over winter we can blow out air from the water system. That'll be removable for maintenance. Above the door there'll be speaker pods for a Bluetooth speaker system, and we're currently in debate whether we're going to have a drop-down cinema screen behind that with a projector underneath this unit for movie night. We'll see how the budget goes on that one. With the doors, we've got some really nice metallic push-button click-lock handles from eBay. These are the same as used on some high-end vans, but we imported a load fairly cheap from eBay. The locker hinges will be soft-close locker hinges. The wood will be Voringer ply, two colour. There'll be an ochre colour and a grey Zebrino colour. And behind the kitchen units and the worktops will be sort of concrete coloured Formica. Flooring we haven't really decided yet. Lighting, we'll have LED lighting under all the units, very modern aluminium profiles. And on the roof, which will be white-ish foam backed vinyl, we'll have a lighting board made out of the same material, but on the edge we'll be having mood lighting, so I'll be able to dial in any colour we wish, or cycle through colours and have it in soft romantic mode or party mode or whatever mode we wish. Obviously the skylights will pop in there, and there'll be a couple of main lights. The roof will have obviously a Heki MIDI, possibly a Heki Mini here or Heki Micro, and a Micro in the bathroom, so it'll be 3 skylights. We'll have 2 150 watt solar panels, giving a total of 350 watts. It's going to be quite tight because we've got to go between the roof joists, because we don't intend cutting any of those out. But yeah, we think it'll fit, and if not, we'll modify things accordingly. The roof rack we'll make out of aluminium 3030 profile, linked to Thule 3031 roof brackets. So they actually bolt onto the existing OEM fixings on the roof, so there's no drilling required. That profile will also take an awning bracket and possibly lighting and some other bits and bobs bolted to it. But ultimately that's the plan. We haven't decided on side windows yet. There'll obviously be one opposite and one in the sliding door. Maybe not over the kitchen. We'll see what the DVLA expects in the real world. There's some debate on that at the moment, but we'll make provision that we can cut this out if need be. But otherwise, that is the van build. It's now January. We started buying bits and bobs in probably August last year, and we've probably got about 2/3 of the non-wood elements bought already through sales and any deals we can find on eBay. So we're hoping everything goes to plan, otherwise we've got a loft full of spares. Anyway, that's the design. If you've seen one like it before, then please let me know. I'd love to copy some ideas from that. Otherwise, we just hope this is a useful idea for you. Thanks very much for your time. If you want any more info, leave a comment, or indeed look at our blog post, I'll link below. Our current van build is on YouTube with about 500,000 views, so feel free to have a look at that. You see it's fairly different. Okay, anyway, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much for your time.